on Christ Israel. How about Shemel Shabbat, all my brothers? How Shemala Thunder, Shemel Shabbat, my sisters. So let me put a tardiness. Welcome to the Atlanta Lashawan Qadash class, the Hebrew class, as we at Atlanta like to call Hebrews 101. Alright? In this class, what we go over? We go over our letters, we go over our syllables or our characters, so that we have to read the text, whether it is for our own pleasure, or it is for Sabbath service, or even for some of the feasts, that we will be able to pronounce the letters and have an idea of what we're reading. Alright? So, as we normally do, we take it from the top, going over our letters. As always, it's a nice refresher, sticking with the basics. Alright? Getting our foundation solid as possible. Alright, so here we go. Here go our letters, our syllables, or our characters, okay, in the Hebrew language. Alright, we have 22, count 22 letters, characters, and syllables, alright? Take from the top, we have, in the ancient Hebrew, we have A, Va, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Ha, Za, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Ba. Okay? Those are the syllables. Those are the pronunciations, all right? Going over again in the Assyrian Hebrew, as you can see in the blue, okay? Our first letter is going to look like English A on this side. Ah. Our next syllable, Ba, is going to look like a number 4 with a hook in it. Ba. Next syllable, Ga. All right, it's going to look like, for some of my scholars, an obtuse triangle. Okay, or maybe a number 7 laying on its side. All right, Ga. Next syllable in the ancient Hebrew is Da. All right, Da. What does it look like? A triangle. Next, Ha. Ha. Looks like a backwards English F. Next syllable, Y. Kind of familiar? Looking like a Y. Za. Very familiar in English, Z. Next, we have Ka. Recognize it by looking, it looks like a ladder, if you will. Ta. And X with a circle around it. Next, we have Ya. Ya. Kind of looking like an English Z with an extra line in the middle. Next, we have Ka. Ka. You can almost say, kind of refer this to looking like Pac-Man, if you will. Next, La. La. Looking like the English L. Ma. Looking like a W with a hook at the end. It's Ma. Next is Na. Na. Very familiar to the Y in the ancient Hebrew. Next, we have Sa. Sa. Looking like an antenna. I. I in the ancient Hebrew, resembling the letter O or 0, if you will. Next, we have Ha. Ha. Right? Ancient Hebrew, looking like English J. Tazah. Tazah. Ancient Hebrew, line down the middle, a very small Z at the end. Qua. Qua. Resembling, if you will, a mushroom. Ra. Ra. Kind of looking like the number 4. Shah. Shah. Very recognizable. English W. And then Fa. Fa. Lowercase t on its side. Alright? Now we'll go over these one more time. In the in the Assyrian Hebrew, and as always, at least in Atlanta, we tend to focus on the Assyrian Hebrew. Why? Because that is the most familiar text that we see, again, when we are reading in the Sabbath class. We are also reading for our pleasure or for some of these feasts. Right. So now, we have Ah. in the Assyrian Hebrew, resembling, kind of looking like an X, if you will. So when you're seeing this, always know this is the A. Ba. Ba. I think my brother, the part kind of said it was, this kind of looks like a clothes hanger almost. Was it? Yep. And then God. God definitely looking like a clothes hanger, if you will.
No, it's locked. Yeah, like when ghetto clothes hanging back in the 80s, you had to put on TV or
absolutely, absolutely in the building. Yes, the wire hangers. Wire hangers that you can use to jimmy your car with or unplug your sink with. Absolutely. Next, we have Da. Da. Kind of looking like a T almost. We have Ha. Ha. Now, this letter can be confusing for some because as we go further into the alphabet, where this is the refresher course, then they will look, some of these symbols will look alike, okay? But Ha has a space in between. Ha will have a space in between its letters, okay? In between his, in his arms. Next is Wa. Wa. And remember, kind of looking like the God in ancient Hebrew, okay? Next, we have Za. Za. Curvy line. Another one down the middle. Next, we have Ka. Ka. Very strong syllable. Very strong syllable. Kind of looks like Ha, doesn't it? But there is no space. No space. Next, we have the letter, the syllable Ta. Ta. Right? Kind of looks like a horseshoe, if you will. Next, Syrian Hebrew, Yah. Yah. Okay? Almost looks like an apostrophe, English apostrophe, if you will. Apostrophe mark. Next, we have in that Syrian Hebrew, Ka. Ka. Kind of resembles ancient Hebrew, Ka, but no triangle in the middle. All right? And next, if you see this right here, in the Assyrian Hebrew, we learned that there are at least 5 syllables, count 5 syllables that do transform themselves when they're at the end of a word. Okay? And this is one of these syllables right here. Ka. Sounding just like Ka, but not as strong. Not as strong as Ka, but Ka. Alright? Next, we have, looking like a question mark, La. La. Next syllable. Ma, kind of looking like a bell, if you will, but when you have ma at the end of a word in the Assyrian text, will resemble a box. Always remember that, it's going to resemble a box, okay? Next, we have na. Na. Now, when another one, when it's at the end of a word, it's going to kind of look like wa, but at the end of the word, it's going to be longer, okay? We like to say it has an extended clip, if you will. So now we'll have the extended clip when it's at the end of the word. Okay? Next, we have Sa. Sa. And just so you want, just in case if people get confused, this will kind of remind you of the Ma. But remember, when Ma is at the end of the word, it's going to look like a box. So if you see a box looking symbol in the middle of a word, it is Sa. Sa, okay? Remember now, this is how we get down in Hebrews 1:01, right? Next, we have I. I. Kind of looking like an English word, if you will, in the Assyrian text. Next, we have Pa. Pa. Okay? Kind of looking like form 9 or G, if you will. And when Pa is at the end of a word, extended clip, long style, all right? Next, we have Tazah. Tazah. A crooked Y. And when it's at the end of a word, a backwards Y. Backwards Y. Next, we have Wa. Wa. Line. Little curvy symbol. Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ. Who's checking in?
Shalom, Lord Christ, sir. Young man, Erskine.
Hey, good to hear from you, brother. Good to hear from you as always. Well, right now, we're just doing a refresher class. We're going over our letters. We're about to get into a couple of verses in a little bit, brother. Next, we have Ra. Ra. Kind of looking like the Da in the Assyrian Hebrew, but with more appeal, if you will, more visual, okay? So it's going to be more curvy compared to the Da, all right? Next, we have Shah. Shah, almost looking like a pitchfork in the Assyrian Hebrew, if you will. And our last letter, the last syllable in the Assyrian Hebrew is Tha. Tha, okay? Kind of looking like Ka and Ha, but it's going to have a squiggly line to it, if you will, okay? Just a couple of pointers for when you have to read this text and you're able to differentiate and decipher so like between letters, okay? So that we can work on these pronunciations and get these words right, all right? Most High in Christ. And so now, with that being said, fancy. Let's get into a couple of scriptures, if you will. Okay? Now, this scripture here, who are into anime, if you will, and comics. All right? And I am one of those Akim who are into the comics and anime. All right? And when we watch TV, we're really seeing how the Most High is pouring His Spirit into the earth, because he's not only is he's letting the secrets of His scriptures known, He's also opening the eyes of His people to who their enemy is and how they really are. Okay? And also, it's interesting because we've seen this for a long time, but we've never recognized it as who our enemy is and what our enemy is about. Okay? And also, with that being said, we're learning how our enemy has used our scriptures to manipulate us through Christianity. Okay? Transforming, reforming, perverting the scriptures to his own liking, to deceive us and to control us. Okay? And we're also seeing how he does that. And how he has studied, to a degree, studied our scriptures. Okay? And now this scripture stuck out to me because recently there was a show called The Boys. You can find it on Amazon Video. Very interesting show. And essentially it's about corrupt superheroes. So like, if you will. And there is one particular superhero, if you will, who is very corrupt. His name is Homelander. And if you watch his character, he is, as I've heard some people say, the quintessential oppressor. Okay? He's so evil and corrupt, he's so narcissistic. And he wants everything to go his way. And essentially, he is a child. He is a child. All right? And he wants all the attention, and he wants people to love him and only him. All right? Now this scripture stuck out because interesting enough, this character used the scripture as part of his PR speech. He used it as part of his PR speech, okay? And it was actually kind of to, if you will, justify his actions. Okay? So now, if you can, turn with me to, I get to saying that. Turn, if you have your swords with you, let's look in the book of Psalms. Let's look in the book of Psalms. Okay? And let's go to chapter 58. Chapter 58. Verses 10 and 11. Okay? I'm going to just write this out in Assyrian first, and we can go over it in. We'll be able to go over it in ancient Hebrew. I'll also just write out the pronunciations. All right. So, Officer Napash.
Mm-hmm.
If you have that for me, start me off with Psalms 58 and verse 10.
Oh,
Just read it for me. Read it slow for me.
the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance.
Okay, hold on. The righteous shall rejoice when he see the vengeance. Okay, now earlier this scripture is a conversation between King David and one of his chiefs, if I'm correct. All right? And he's talking about the violence, some of the violence that they've seen. Okay? Keep going.
Come. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked.
Okay, so the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. And he shall what?
He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked.
He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. Okay? And that's, like I said, this verse was so interesting to me because, again, this character was the essential, the equential, if you will, oppressor, who was just so wicked, so conniving and deceitful and manipulative. All right? But he wants to tell the people, hey, yeah, we're going to go out and we're going to get those murderers. But he is the murderer.
Right.
He is the murderer. And he has turned the people's attention to a made-up enemy. He essentially has turned the people on themselves. He says, yeah, we're going to get the enemy, and we're going to get vengeance for you. He's going to get vengeance for you. Go ahead, brother. Hey, how about you, good to hear from your brother. Hey, if you're with us, we're in the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 10. I think you just might like this verse, brother. Yeah. Absolutely, in the building. All right. Yeah, but like we're saying, this character here actually used this verse in his campaign, in his speech, and he used this to deceive the people and to deflect their attention from their actual enemies. Okay. Yahanna, if you're with me, can you read that for me in the English first?
The book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 10. In the English, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance, and shall wash his
he shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. And this is so interesting because, again, that oppressor from the TV and even our oppressor in modern days gives our people a belief system, a religion that makes them so docile, that makes them so submissive. But here in these scriptures, we're seeing what the Bible is really about. The Bible the Bible does involve war, but the Bible is also about brotherhood and justice. Brotherhood is about brotherhood and justice for the Most High's people. All right. So again, Psalms 58 verse 10: the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. The blood of the wicked. Man. All right, now let's take a shot at this in Hebrew. All right, now we'll go ahead and start off with Assyrian Hebrew because, again, this is the most familiar text that we see today. So, Truby Yahweh died. Would you like to take a shot at this? All right. Have at it.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 10 in the Hebrew. Yashamak, Taza Yakwa, Kayam, Kata, Nakwam, Pa, Yawa, Shalaki, Yorakataza, Badam, Pa, Rashai.
Hey, give the brother a hand. Give the brother a hand. Pretty good, pretty good. We did miss a couple of them. But sounds real good though. Sounds very good. We have Yashamak, Taza Yakwa, Taza Dayakwa, Kaya, Kaza, Naquam, Ha'aimi, Yowa. I'm your one. Yarakataza. Badam Harashai. Very good, brother. Very nice work. Very nice work, man. And what we just said again was the righteous. We said in Hebrew, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. And here we're in I.S.U.P.K. We're learning, man, to be those righteous people, man. So that one day when Christ returns, man, we can be in those numbers, man, and we can wash our feet in the blood of the wicked, man.
That's right.
And getting that vengeance, man, that the Most High promised, man. He promised to deliver, man. Getting that justice, man. But again, how can we get that? We got to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. All right, now, all right. Very good. Young man Erskine, are you with us? No sweat. No sweat. No sweat. All right. Oh, hey, in the building. All right, brother. I know you've been studying a little bit and reading. You want to take a shot at this verse if you can see it online? Or if you have your sword with you?
I don't have my sword with me.
No sweat, no sweat. Are you able to see this online? Okay. Now you want to take a shot at this in a Syrian Hebrew? Or maybe ancient?
I'll try it in the Syrian.
Okay. Let me hear it then. No sweat. Take your time. All right, I'll give you the first one. There you have the letters. I wrote out the pronunciation for the letters. So now you can put them together for yourself. So we have the syllables Ya, Sha, Ma, and Ka. Let's put that together. And how will it sound? Almost. Remember now, we don't always have to keep the A. We don't always have to keep the A at the end of the word. So take the A off. So Yashama what? No, almost. Nah. You had it right the first time. Yashamak. Yashamak. Very nice. Very nice. There we go. Getting into it. Hebrews 1:01. All right. Okay, now we have, what's our next letters? We have, or maybe I can write them in a bolder color for you. We have Taza, Da, Ya, and Nice. Almost. I know we said Tazadayakwa. Looking at the interlinear, my apologies, Salakia, it should be Tazadayak. Tazadayak. Very nice. Tazadayak. All right. Cool. So far we have Yashamak, Tazadayak. Okay. What's the next one? Very good. Yep. Kaya. That was it. Good. Kaya Kaza. Very good. See, look at that. Reading Hebrew, pronouncing it right, didn't even know it. It's right. In you, brother. It's in you. I can feel it. I can hear it. Good. So we have Yashamak, Tazadayak, Kaya, Kaza. Next. What's the next word? Okay, we have na, we have qua. What's that last letter? What's the last syllable? Almost. Hold on. Tell me what syllables we have first. Okay, very good. I got na. What else do I have? Okay, and what's that last one? What's that last syllable? Okay, remember now, we are in this Syrian Hebrew, and we do have some letters. No, we do have some syllables. We have syllables that change. Come on. It's not. We already did not. What's another one? All right, hold on, brother. You know what? Because this is the issue. So, look at the board real quick. Take a look at the board. Go on, brother. I got I got the letters for you on the board. Take a look at those real quick.
Oh my!
There we go. In the building. That's all right. That's all right. I'll tell. Hey, like we said, man. Hey, Hebrews 101, man. Atlanta style. All right. No sweat. No sweat. No sweat. Cool. Nope. Nah. Put it together. There you go. Naquam. Naquam. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Next. Okay, hold on now. Hold on. We have a familiar looking letter, but it's not all squiggly. It's not squiggly like Tazah. So we have we got Pa. That's right. What else? It's not Tazah, but come on, brother, come on. I know you're with me. Absolutely, brother. Come on in.
Young man Erskine, this trooper Yahweh, what's my last part of my name? Yahweh died.
Excellent.
What you got right there? What? Oh, Yah.
Nope.
Oh, Yahweh.
Remember, we know that Yah in the Assyrian is a very small letter. So this letter here that kind of resembles the Tazah, but isn't quite it. It is. No. Okay. I'm gonna give it to you for time's sake. I. There you go. There we go. Like I said, man. This is why we go over this is exactly why we go over the letters every class. I know it gets redundant. And matter of fact, it gets damn near boring. Okay? Hold on, but it gets boring. But this is why we have it. This is why we go over these letters, just in case. Again, going back to the basics. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to solidify and strengthen our foundation, so that when we have these scriptures, when we have to read them in front of the class, we have to read them for Sabbath service, we have to read them for feast. What can we do? We can pronounce them correctly.
Right.
All right. True, Yahanna, talk to me.
What you just said is so heavy. Every Friday night we do Hebrew class, and I'm throwing y'all start out with the alphabet. You start out with the alphabet, and like you said, they get redundant and they get boring. But that's how I actually learn how to read. By just going over those characters over and over and over again. So it's actually a help, even though it's boring and it's a big help.
No sweat, man. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. All right. So, young man Erskine. All right. Excellent. So we have Pa. We have I. What's my next letter? What's my next syllable? There you go. That's right. And what do we say Ma kind of looks like? Looks like a little bell. A little tinker bell almost. All right. Cool. So now, what's my next letter? All right. And then I have. There you go. Very nice. Very nice. You realize there was an extended clip on that thing. Cool. So now talk to me. So far we have Yashamak, Tazadayak, Kaya, Kaza, Naquam. What's my next word? Pa what? You know what? He was close. He was close. Give that brother a hand, man. Give that brother a hand. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Close. Very close, young man Erskine. Pa I'm Yawah. Pa I'm Yawah. Pa I'm Yawah. There we go. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Cool. So now let's go down to the next line. Let's go down to that next line. What do we have? Okay, we have Yah. Very good. Okay, hold on. Okay, I see Ka. All right. What's that one before that, though? We have Yah, then what? All right. Now, we saw Da earlier. We saw Da earlier that kind of looks like a T. Kind of looks like a T, but now we have something a little different. Something a little more visual appeal, something a little more curvy. We spoke about this earlier in class. So if it's not a straight line that looks like the Da, what is it? If it's not the Da with the straight line, but we have a curved line, what is it? No sweat. So let's go back to the basics. Go back to the basics. So now, looking at the board, we have Da. So now let's look at the board again. Let's see another letter that might look very familiar to the Da in the Syrian Hebrew. Let's look. Let's look. What do you think about the letter Ra? There we go. So they kind of looks like the Da to you. But you see though, looking at the board, it's more curvy. Is that correct? There we go. No sweat. No sweat. Cool. So now we have Yah, Ra, Ka. Now what's my last syllable? Huh? Hey, give the brother a hand, man. There we go. There we go. Very good. Very good. Cool. Now, put that together. We have Yah, Ra, Ka, and then Tazah. Okay, hold on. Hold on now. I have Yah, Ra, Ka, and then not Za, but I have Taza. There you go. Give the brother a hand, man. All right, all right. Y'all were Kataza, man. Okay, sounding great, man. I got two more words, man. Bring me on home. Bring me on home. All right. Okay, hold on. I got Ba. Then what? Za? Is that a like a kind of squeeze line, or is that a straight line?
Oh, straight line, I want.
Okay, so if it's a straight line, what's it going to be? feel free to look at some other words that were in this verse from earlier. Feel free to look at some syllables from this verse earlier that can help you. Okay. So now you know what? Let's go back to Yarakataza. Now we were having problems with the Ra because it kind of reminded us of the what? Of what syllable? What syllable did Ra remind us of? There you go. So now we went over Ra because we were confused with Ra because it had a curvy line. It had some appeal. We realized it wasn't Da, it was Ra because it was curvy. But Da is what? If Ra is more curvy, what is Da? Is it straight? There we go. Cool. So now we have Ba and Da. There we go. There we go. Cool. So now what's my last syllable here? I got Ba. Huh? There you go. Absolutely. Getting that alphabet down pat. Cool. So we have Yarakataza. Now put Ba, Da, and Ma together. But what? Badam. There you go. Give the brother a hand, man. All right. All right. Cool. So bring me on home. Got one more word in Psalms 58 and 10. Mm-hmm. Okay. There you go. All right. So we have Ha. Okay. What's next? No, okay, hold on. Okay, we have Ha. Now, what's our next one? Okay, now remember that we've gone over the alphabet before, and we said how in the Assyrian a lot of the letters look alike. They kind of resemble each other. So now, let's take a look at Ha real quick. We have Ha. We have Ha. There we go. There we go. All right, I knew you with me. That's right, because what? Because Ra looks like the Ha without the straight line. Very good. What are my last two syllables?
Shah.
There you go. Okay.
I.
Yes, very nice. Very nice. All right, so now put that together for me. We have Ha, Ra, Shah, and then I.
Arashai.
Harashai. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So now, you just read in Hebrew the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 10. You just said, Yashamak, Tazadayak, Kaya, Kaza, Naquam, Pa'im Yawa, Yarakataza, Badam Harashai. And what you just said is, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, man. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Very good, very good. But now again, this shows that we have to continue going over our alphabet, you know. So we're almost done with class, but should be how you die, and young man Erskine, I have a homework assignment for you, and that is to recite for me the alphabet when you chime in for class. Is that understood? Absolutely, absolutely. You have to recite it for me. Recite the alphabet in class when you chime in. And it doesn't matter if you have it on you or not. I need to hear that you know this alphabet verbatim. All right? Very good. Absolutely, absolutely. Very nice, very nice. The water brothers, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay. So now we have a little more time. So let's get down with the get down. And let's finish up this verse, this chapter. All right. So again, this verse was very keen to me, if you will. It stuck out because the character of a quintessential oppressor used this verse in a series called The Boys. You can find it on Amazon. And again, it is about corrupt superheroes. Corrupt superheroes. And he used this verse to calm the people and distract them and turn their anger to an enemy that he made up. When essentially he was the actual enemy. Okay? So now, let's finish up. Absolutely, brother, come on in.
What you just said is so heavy, you know what I'm talking about, especially when you go into the anime comics, you know, when you say that a lot of the stories that they told, you know, are our stories anyway, you know. That's a heavy point because even when you go into not just the anime and the actual comics, you know, you go into feature films, a lot of the feature films are about it as well. They just, you know, do it in a different way. They change the names, like, I'll give you one more example. They call that boy Luke Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that whole story, all the way, because it was even in that Star Wars trilogy, the first trilogy, there was a place in there called, it's similar to what Goshen was to Moses, you know, but you can tell that it was the same story because, you know, Luke Skywalker had the very same thing that Moses did. He had to go and learn before he could go and try to preach, you know what I'm saying? And that's every point that you bring out because our story is the greatest story not to be told, but to be told every day.
Right.
That shows you how much we are worth our value on this earth, you know what I'm saying? Because when we look at these feature films and like you say the cartoons, the animated in the comics, you see a little bit of yourself in the stories, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you like that looks like black people. That's black people's story right there. And I even hear it amongst black people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Most our tribe, you know, they'll watch a movie, especially the Marvel movie. They'll watch it and like, man, they just told our story. And especially that Wakanda movie, what it was, Black Panther.
Yes.
In certain scenes of that movie, you know, it just show you how much of a devil the white man is. In that movie, in certain scenes, you can see the ancient Hebrew lettering mixed in with the Assyrian Hebrew.
Talk to
know,
him.
as the language for the Wakandan nation, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
they know these people that are in power, those people that own these major movie companies, which are all, you know, are owned by, you know, the identity thieves, you know what I'm saying, for lack of a better word.
Right.
They own it, you know, and they know the story, and they have the book, they have the ultimate book to tell these stories, you know what I'm saying? So when you see these things, and when you say it was so heavy, it makes me think about a lot of movies that I've seen in my lifetime, a lot of TV shows that I've seen in my lifetime, where the story came out of the Bible, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of y'all want.
Mm-hmm. I know, man. Hey, that's a very good point, man. I'm glad you You brought that out, man. And again, man, that is the point. That is the point of the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know what I'm saying, being in the I.S.U.P.K, man, our eyes are open. Our eyes are open, man, and we're praying and we're working to have all of our brothers and sisters have their eyes open and to receive the Most High, receive His laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Receive this truth, man. So why? So we can get out of this captivity. So we can get the hell up out of here. You know? All right? So now, with that being said, we're going to finish up this chapter. We're going to finish up this chapter. And we're going to finish it up in ancient Hebrew. We'll finish it up in ancient Hebrew. All right? So I'm going to have brothers read it. And I'm going to be looking for my bridges and my bumpers. All right? All right. So now, Officer of the Parks, if you can, finish reading that for me, please. Book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 11.
11?
Yes.
Oh, come on. Long. The book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 11. So that a man shall say, verily, there is a reward for the righteousness.
There is a what?
There is a reward for the righteousness.
A reward for the righteous, man. That's right, man. That's what we're trying to achieve right here, man. Being those righteous people so we can get that reward of what? Justice.
Right.
Justice. All right? Cool. Continue, please.
Come. Verily, He is a God that judgeth in the earth.
That's right. All right. Cool beans. So that a man shall say, verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, He is a God that judgeth in the earth. All right. So now, my star student, Trooper Yahanna of Hebrews 101, show me what you got in ancient Hebrew.
Can you come back to me on the second go round?
No sweat, man. No sweat, man. We can do that. Let me take a shot in the dark. Young man Erskine, do you have your alphabet in front of you? All right, tell you what, this is what I want you to do, brother. I want you to just give me the first word. Give me the first word. Give me syllable by syllable. And Officer Napash, I'm going to need you to give me the second word. Okay? Actually, you know what, Officer Napash, I want you to work here for me. This is where I want you right here if you can.
Come.
All right? So, young man Erskine, don't let me down. Let me hear what you got. You got your alphabet in front of you. Give me that first word, brother. There we go. Okay. He's with me. We are in the building. All right. Keep it going.
Stop.
Huh?
Hold on. Why, yeah.
There you go. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. All right now. Mm-hmm. Huh? What'd you say? There we go. All right. Cool beans. Ma, what's that last one? There you go. Very nice, very nice. Okay. You think you can put that together? I'll tell you what, this is what I'll do for you. I'll go ahead and give you the bumpers and the bridges, and you can put it together, okay? There you go. You can see those bridges and bumpers. Talk to me. Are you? Huh? No, 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 no. Not ya. We got wa. We got ya. Uh-huh. We got wa, ya, ma, and ra. I gave you the bumpers and the bridges. So what do we have? Yep. Wa, ya, what? Wa, ya, what? Huh? Okay, good. Now, can you see my bridges and bumpers? Okay, so I got a bumper. I got bumper, and bridge. So when we have bridges, we what? We bring those syllables together.
Right.
So if I have wa, ya, what's the next one? Put ma. No. Okay, so now put mara together. And remember to drop the A. You can drop the A sometimes. Well, ya, there you go. Well, ya amar. Well, ya amar. Good, good, good. There we go. No sweat. No sweat. Okay. Now, let's see. I'll do the next one. I'll do the easiest one. Right? So now the next one is going to be okay, somebody's talking. Somebody's talking to me. I got what else? Okay. And then there we go. Now put it together. I gave you bumpers and bridges. We got waya, amar. So now put this one together. Da, ma. Huh? Adam. There we go. Very good. Give the brother a hand. My man gave me 2 words in the building. Waya, amar, Adam. Okay. Officer Napash, you're up. Talk to me. What we got?
A car. Yep, a car power ya.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Very nice. A ka, I'll put it like this. A ka, so we have a ya, amar, a dam, a ka, paraya. Okay. Triple how you die, you with me? Or we still need some time? No sweat. Okay. Okay. All right, so now, young man Erskine gave me 2 words. The Officer Napash Kaya gave me 2 words. Can you give me 2 words? In the ancient Hebrew? Can you give me the next 2? Huh? Oh, talk to me now. Absolutely. Well, you know what? Go ahead. By all means. Nah, take it from the take it from the top. Take it from the top. Let's go.
This is book of Psalms, chapter 58, 58 and verse 11, from the beginning. Wa Yamar Adam Ak Paraya La Tazada La Tazada Salakia La Tazada Yak Ak Yash Alahayim Yashapatiyam Ba Aratazar.
Give the brother a hand. Give the brother a hand. All right, all right. All right. Listen to that brother right there, man. Very nice. Very nice. So we have Waya Amar Adam Akparaya Salakia Akparaya La Tazadakyam Ak Yash Alahayam Shapakyam Ba Arataza in the building. That's what that's what we're here for right here. This is what Atlanta's about. Hebrews 101. Hebrews 101. So again, when you go to the classes out in Texas, when you go to classes in Philly, you go to classes in where else? Indianapolis, Florida, and when you go to New York, and you go to Azahob's class, you can stick with him. You can stick with him. Because if you can get the basics, you'll be all right. You'll be all right, man. Again, man, that's what we're about. Hebrews 101 in Atlanta, man. Go ahead, brother. Come on in real quick.
What you just said is so heavy, you know what I'm saying? Especially about the young Israelite brother up there in New York headquarters teaching the class, you know what I'm talking about? When I first started learning the Hebrew, I was watching those classes, the Detroit classes, all the midway classes, trying to get it as much as I possibly could. And, you know, I never wanted to, you know, get called out on not being able to speak. So, you know, just being able to speak it now and being taught by yourself and I'm somebody, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, I want this teaching, so it made it real easy to learn, you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying earlier about the alphabet, it get redundant, but it's helpful. You know, it's boring, but it helps out a whole lot. Just saying the characters over and over again. So
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. That's what we want, man. That's exactly what we want, man. Again, man, if you read this, be going over these syllables, going over these letters, why? So that you can pronounce the words that you have to read inside the class for your own pleasure, or when you have to read at a feast. And don't let Jeremiah Hyman be there at the feast. And you gotta read Hebrew?
Oh, right.
Man, it will be you will feel ecstatic if you can read that Hebrew for him. As a young man, as a trooper, as an officer. And they would read that for him and just continue on with the class. You will be in the building, all right? So again, we thank y'all brothers for coming out, man. Hebrews 101 Atlanta, man. And we'll pass off the class to Officer Napash Kaya.
Give no brother a hand for this amazing class, Hebrew 101. SHALAM, just an I.S.U.P.K security announcement. We're the I.S.U.P.K start at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to set themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. That means your camp leader. Tithes, what you say, commandment, the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. My Ishra, that means 10 in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher, priest fund. Free will offering for priests not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you like to give. The next holy convocation is the Feast of the First Fruits. That will be May 21st. I'm not sure at that time, but or Slakia? Oh, Slakia. It's June 21st, sundown. Slakia about that. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. That Israel, give one Christian salute to the brothers, the teacher and the brothers online. Men of Israel, Amitem, Sabat, Amitem, Rock, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatham. What I say to you in Hebrew, I'm going to translate to you English. May the Most High, in the name of Christ, bless you. Yad Matah means hands down. Class dismissed.